5 days into 2020, just out for a walk and reflecting on goals and goal setting and how to set the right goals. And I was thinking back, so funny, like I've set a lot of goals and done a lot of things, and sometimes I think back, oh, what the heck were you thinking? It's like, why? Why do we do some of the things that seemed a little crazy? Like in 2009, so 10 years ago, I ran the New York City Marathon, and it's like, what? What the heck were you thinking? I'm not a runner. I do run as a part of just being fit, and sometimes when I'm trying to lean out, I'll use running, but I'm not really a runner per se. Short distance, maybe 10Ks, but a marathon was really out there. And it was at a time where I was stepping away from competing, and I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do. And so, just what is that next thing? And so I decided I'm going to run a marathon. And I mean, I put an insane amount of time and energy into preparing for that event. And then I ran it, and honestly, I have to say, I hated every minute of it. I hated every minute of the training. The event itself, I don't regret doing it. I look back and, it's an interesting memory, and it's kind of funny, but as the event was unfolding, I was really not, it wasn't like I found myself. In fact, I found myself thinking to myself as I was doing it, this is not me. And so it was really kind of a learning for me to kind of really think about, gee, you got to set the right goals. And I was so stubborn that I just kept going. And so I guess I was younger then, and you set a goal, and even if it's not right, you just do it because you're stubborn and you want to prove that you can do it. And when I think back, it's probably the biggest reason that I kept doing it was, or even why I was doing it, was more trying to prove something, and I don't know what it was. But anyway, so going forward, I have set other goals and achieved them, and they've served me. And in the last year, I was still struggling with trying to really set the right goals. I guess I'm one of those people who likes to set goals. I guess there are people who aren't really that goal driven, but I tend to be. So it's part of what keeps me engaged and excited in life, and having a personal challenge. So, but I do think that's changing for me, and so the things that I've used to challenge myself in the past physically are becoming less important now. And I'm getting older, and maybe that's part of it, or I'm just learning that there's only so much you can learn from that process, and then you've got to maybe change it. So I think it's really important to ask yourself why. That's an important step when you're looking to set the right goals. Like, if there's something you've always wanted to do, and you haven't done it, there's a good why on that as well. Like, what has been holding you back? Is it still the right goal, or is it something that you've attached to yourself, and it's really just time to move on from that? It's not the right goal anymore. Or, create a new vision, or perhaps the obstacle that has been in your way is just trying to point you in a different direction, and you've been reluctant to take that sign and move in that direction. So there's that. Or there could be something underneath it that is a little deeper, and you have to work on that part of yourself, the thing that's holding you back. So what can you let go of? So what I've been doing is just really reflecting on, what's worked well. What has worked well for me? What can I build on? What can I do to cultivate more what didn't go so well in the last year, the last few years? What can I learn from that? You know, quit making the same mistakes. Learn from those mistakes, move on. Use that obstacle to go in a different direction. And then the last thing is really to, my arm's getting sore. What is the last thing? I don't even know. So reflecting on what's worked well, building on that, learning from your mistakes. Oh, letting go. So we talked about letting go. So those three things can kind of help clarify, you know, what is it that you really want, need to be the best version of yourself? Why is that important? And just get really clear on that. Typically, I think myself anyway, it's more of a feeling than the goal itself. So the vehicle is the goal, but the result or what you're trying to achieve is really the feeling that you get from that goal. So if you can connect to that part, understand what it is that you want to feel, how you want to feel, how can you best serve, those are the questions to ask. And yeah, so anyway guys, I was gonna enjoy this walk. It's kind of chilly, but pretty nice. So have a great day. Take some time to reflect on your goals for 2020 and let's smash them.